playing some more Game of Thrones mod on Warband. Now, this is again kind of indirect comparison with the new series of Game of Thrones, which is just shaping up to be awesome. Now, this is a particularly good fight. This is a huge fight, in fact. Tywin Lannister. Okay, he's the Hand of the King, and he's sat in King's Landing. I get it, but in this little world, he's actually come out into the open, and the Black Walder Frey and myself are now basically going to teabag him into the ground. So here we go. Now, this is a huge battle. I think this is about 1,000 people, so it's about 500 v 500, and you'll notice mostly our group are knights. He has mostly foot soldiers, so he's going to get steamrolled. And I almost got him then, but hey, that's the way it goes. So yeah, I mean, hopefully everyone's enjoying the new series of Game of Thrones. I had quite an observation of it last few days I've watched, which has been, is it just me or is everybody speaking with an English accent? It completely freaks me out when I heard Peter Dinklage, who plays Tyrion Lannister. They did an interview with him, and he's got a natural American accent, and it was just so weird hearing him with like an American accent, where I'm so used to hearing him with a British accent. I know this is probably because most people, I guess, around the world probably associate medieval times with Northern Europe, I guess, but it does make me laugh because when you see some of these shows, they're all English, and it's like, oh, okay, interesting use of our mother tongue and our accent. But yeah, I mean, just it's just such an awesome series of books. It's such an awesome series on TV as well. Now, it's interesting because if you're a bit of a TV buff, I quite like some of my TV programs. Things like maybe The Walking Dead. I don't know if you've seen The Walking Dead. It is a zombie kind of survivalist post-apocalyptic series, and it's based upon a series of comic books which were are and still being produced, in fact, and very popular as they are. Now, what's interesting is that they have The Walking Dead has deviated away from the story in the comic books. What I would say with Game of Thrones is that they have completely stuck to the story. As far as I can see it, there's only maybe been a couple of changes. And I won't go through them, but firstly, who set fire to Winterfell has actually been. Maybe they're going to actually show that, maybe, but they didn't kind of reenact rightfully what happened there. I won't say too much more because again, I would stress, if you have if you've never read much at all, if you don't maybe read fantasy, or if you don't really read much things at all, then I would really stress just go and buy the first Game of Thrones books, or maybe buy the third one. If you're watching the series, then you've seen the first one, Game of Thrones, and you've seen Clash of Kings. Series 3 is all the Storm of Swords, and it's actually split into 2 books. The one I have, but you can buy them as one. And to be honest, it's where a lot of stuff goes down. So I think you won't be upset if you purchase that book, and just maybe have a read of it, because you'll be pretty impressed. So there we go. We beat his army. We killed 257 of them, and we lost hardly any. Now, it was Jason Lannister. I apologise. We helped that dude. Now, weirdly enough, in this game, this mod, you actually have the ability to capture lords as well. So look at that mustache. Look at that mustache. Now that's a mustache of a warrior, if ever I've seen one. But look what happened. We've actually captured. Would you believe we've come on, press the next button. Oh god, there we go. So we've got him now. Obviously, Charles Dance is behind that mask, looking radiant, but we got him. Now, I could have captured him and maybe done terrible, unspeakable things to him, but I am playing this character. I'm doing a bit of RP, and I thought to myself, I want to be a man of honor. Plus, if you capture their leaders, you can get in a bit of grief. People will come at you, so just be careful if you do capture them. So in this particular case, Mr. Hand of the King, we took pity on his soul, and basically we let him go. Now, this is part of the mod as well. The more, if you let somebody go, then you get honor and you get renown. People then think of you as less of a monster, like the Mountain, or or the Clegane brothers. Generally, they see you as a very a Ned Stark more so. And the more renown you have, and the more kind of the more kind of reputation you have, the more you're considered a good guy. So there we go. We let him go. Now, just fast forward. So we're just rolling around Lannister country now. I'm paying them back for all for the fact they kicked me out of their little house. So I'm actually going. So this is Titos Brax, and again, if you don't know who he is, read the books, and here we go. So we're going to charge him now. So it's an equal battle, but again, the terrain is probably not with us, but whether you've got knights, you don't really worry too much about that. Now I'm rolling pretty much exclusively knights, because they were the the nuclear weapons of their age. And I think you can see that, just the mounted capability of an army is nothing to be sneezed at, let's say. And I think certainly, this mod, again, let's just talk quickly about the mod. It's a wonderful mod. I think, I think this game is literally, close to being almost free now. I think it's like $2 or $3 if you look carefully. On Steam, I think it's like $4, $5.99 dollars. So I highly recommend it, and this is all a free download. It's called the Clash of Kings. It's the mod, and that's the only mod I'm running. The other one is just the battle sizer, because again I think computers have moved a long way, so just put myself a much higher battle size. I think I've set it to about a couple of thousand, and generally they'd never have any issues running anything. When you do some of the larger city assaults, and we'll maybe show that in the next one, we're going to go and attack a city, maybe even King's Landing. We're going to you'll see that it does start to slow down a little bit, but it's just exceptional when you really get some of the massive battles going, and that it's truly epic. It really is. So here we go, just chopping through them. Now, do you see the text on the left? Anything that's blue is a kill that we've made. Anything that's in red or yellow is a loss on our side. Red is a death, and yellow is an unconsciousness. But as you can see, knights, they just plow through infantry. They really don't stand a chance. Spearmen can bring down a knight, but it's rare when you get to the kind of top of the tree, because certainly your knights are becoming very, very powerful. Good armor, good capability. Plus the charge is what kills most of them. The ability to lance down these players before they even get close. They're pretty much dead. So there we go, and we've all got the different brands of knights as well, if that makes sense. So we've got, obviously in the yellow, the Stormland Knights. We've got Riverland Knights. We've got Wester Citizen Knights from Lannister country. We've got Northern Knights, only a couple of them. We've got Dragonstone Knights. They're phenomenally good. They're Stannis' guys. So pretty much, that's what I'm rolling in this army, and as you can see, it's working rather well. So there we go. So we lost one dude, a Dragonstone Squire, and we killed obviously quite a few. I think we killed about 100 people. So there we go. That's how Game of Thrones, I guess, weekly. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll certainly do some more of these. And if anybody else has any good Game of Thrones mods, let me know, because I'm always keen to play it. And hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.